Yeah, hello and welcome back. This course and your next in your series of electronic courses is called Semiconductor Devices, and we will in this course look at 15 or more new components. These are called active components. Called active components because they deliver or produce energy for our circuits, as opposed to the passive components that we've been using up until now, which consist of resistors, capacitors, and inductors. Okay, these devices utilize the power; they don't produce the power. Okay, so the active components are basically semiconductor devices. And they're new technology that's been developed at the later half of the 20th century and is responsible for the technology that we enjoy today, such as our telephones, our TVs, and our new portable radios, portable everything essentially, because the older technology that we're used to, you had to plug it into a wall to use 120 volt. These devices work on much lower energy, and so that gives us the opportunity to carry them around with us. It's like carrying a little computer in your pocket, where years ago, before we developed this technology, for a computer, you had to use up almost a whole room full of large assemblies, and you had to have it uh, cold and off the floor and a few other things. Okay. So we will start today. We'll start discussing, first of all, what a semiconductor is. Okay, so that means that we're going to be first start out with the usual atom. Okay, that has a nucleus and electrons, and we know now that the electrons are what are responsible for conductivity or electrical conduction in most metals, because these electrons are free moving in those metals. Okay. But a semiconductor is different. A semiconductor is called a semiconductor, which means that it's half conducting. Okay. What makes it conduct differently than a metal? This is what we're going to go into. So, in order to do that, we'll start out with the atom and its elements. They'll put them all together to form a solid material. So now we're going to, once we realize that it's a solid material, then another word for what we're talking about is our solid state components. Okay, so solid state components are mainly those semiconductor devices that utilize electrical current in one of two ways, or both ways, actually. There are two different ways that a semiconductor conducts electricity. We will learn how that is done today. And then in the following days, we'll see how putting the two different ways of which a semiconductor conducts is of great benefit to us, and how it actually can create amplification and switching and do a multitude of other things. Okay, so it's a fun course, and this course is a beginner's course to where we can understand the components that we will be utilizing in uh, future courses, such as the digital circuit course and the amplifiers and oscillator course. So enjoy this. Hope you enjoy it. We're going to also talk much about the technology that went into producing these parts. They tell us a lot, okay, and they also help us understand how they operate. We know through a lot of voltage and current relationships of these devices. Okay, so there's a lot to learn here, and we've got 10 days to do it. And if you have any questions, you know where I am, you know how to get in touch with me, and I'm always here.